Was good.
To be examined, retained,
Estamos en an appointment
and
today
or of
for the baby.
disposed of by the hospital in accordance with its usual practice.
Tengo
I certify
35
this form
weeks,
contains
35
fully
semanas.
examined, fully
Ya.
explained to me that have read it
Oh
and
my
has
god.
that has read to me
Are you actually reading that?
that the blank space have
And baby's here with me today, so.
have been filled in. And that I understand.
Yeah, see that big belly. Oh my god.
Procedures.
We're just waiting on the enfermera ahorita, so. Ahorita que llegue, a ver qué vamos a hacer.
To the patient, parent, guardian.
Anyways,
You have the right to be informed about
ahorita que llegue voy a grabar más.
recommended surgical, medical, or diagnostic procedures to be used so that you may make a decision whether or not to undergo the procedure after knowing the risk and hazard involved.
Mi pelo se mira más
Not
light.
meant to scare or alarm
Oh,
you. It is simply
cute or
to
whatever.
inform and makes you better informed. You
And give me a
may
little bit of
give
soft
or
glam.
withhold your consent to the procedure.
Ya se me cayó la uña.
To all participants.
Just chilling right here right now.
Furnishing service to the patient include delivery, possible, fetal seed,
I did not understand you, sir.
implementations, inductions, cytoset, placement, pasta, golden, gel, insertion, dilation, and
No sabe. No sabe o
heritage, use of the forceps, and or vacuum, and or cesarean.
No, es la
Session.
primera. Vagina.
One
Tripping.
has been made to me as a result of care.
Baby, tú vas a tener que grabar porque esto no se cambia de front camera. Vaya, ya. Ok, ya. Ahorita viene ella y me va a decir lo mismo y tú ya me lo estás leyendo todo. Y yo ya lo leí yo todo.
Okay, A, B, C, D. 1, 2, 3. Get the fuck. So,
¿Qué piensas que vamos a hacer hoy? ¿Qué piensas que nos van a hacer ahorita?
you got multiple choice, okay? Delivery.
Según tú,
Okay, 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 being good, no, 1 being bad, and 2, no.
Show me.
Everything's bad in this motherfucker. Injury, fall well.
Estamos con Dios, eso no va a suceder.
Injury to pussy.
Oh my god.
No, it says kidney and bladder. In between kidney, tube, between it, kidney and bladder. So that's the vagina. Brain damage. You already fucked up. Injury or even death.
What you
according to
mean?
Come here. Let me see. I'm gonna see how much you measure, okay?
Okay, come here.
All right.
Measure me.
It says you broke the scale.
No alcanzó.
Puto, lo alcanzó a la verga.
I think you have to do it in the above. Aquí.
Pinche doctor pedorro.
Según tú, ¿verdad?
Según yo, ni de abajo ni de
Baby,
arriba.
no de abajo. You need to do it up.
Mira, mides más de...
You broke the scale.
You broke the scale.
I did or your baby did?
Mira, pinche vato mocoso.
Vas puto.
Ando dripping.
I thought I figured it out, pero no se cambia, mira.
Mira, cuando te pintan así.
Oh. Wow.
Viene la doctora ya, güey.
¿Ya escuchaste?
Sí, pero we haven't put these plates back. So
Ya
today-
deja de travesear. That's why that's why you can't bring this nigga anywhere, because he just wants to start checking everywhere.
Anywhere I go.
A ver, ¿qué es eso? Let me open it, a ver cómo sabe.
Pues sí.
No, hombre, pero no. They invited us to baby shower. Aquí mismo.
Look, I broke the scale too. I'm fat.
So how much you weigh, baby?
I weigh right now I weigh 160. I'm fat. I haven't played soccer because you don't want to let me go.
I weigh 142.
You never want to let me go.
You went there.
I'm
You
finna do
care.
today.
Míralo. Ahí va con los gloves.
I finna ditch
And he
work.
doesn't put both of them on. He just puts one on.
I'm finna ditch work so I can go play. Because I gotta play 1 hour a day. So I got your measuring tape. Hoy me lo voy a medir, ¿ok?
Este güey, no mames.
A ver, cuando está aguado, cuando está duro.
Más puto.
Y el joto.
Pero no, de verdad, ¿qué piensas que vamos a hacer? ¿Qué nos van a hacer? Ya, güey. Échale ahí, mira.
Desinfect this.
Ya viene la señora.
You gotta put your mask on.
Me quieres sofocar. Yeah, because I'm curious to know how much he weighs.
I'm a little curious too. So we'll do that for you. Low total weight gain. And you already have your rest of your appointment, so we can correspond. But you've only gained a few pounds, but let's just see how baby is doing too, okay?
Okay.
Alright, anything else?
How soon am I supposed to, how do I know when it's contractions, when I'm feeling them?
You're gonna know. You're gonna know. It's gonna be your belly is very hard, tight, painful.
Okay.
And it's when it's coming very frequently. You can feel it once in an hour, twice in an hour, that's okay. But
Okay.
if you're feeling them every 10 minutes, 5 minutes, it is time.
Okay.
You're still a little early. Usually you won't start feeling that until later, but even as early as 37 weeks, 2 weeks from now, you could start feeling
Okay.
it. So
That's what I
start
was
getting
gonna
ready and make sure you know how to get to the hospital, all of those things, okay?
ask.
Okay. Did you lose some weight early on from pregnancy?
Yeah,
and then
at
you
the beginning, yeah.
finally have kind of tried to gain it
A
back?
little bit, yeah. That was my goal, to do that. To help baby, to.
So before you started off and then you lost 20 pounds? Wow, okay.
Yeah.
So that's why it's showing you've only gained 7 pounds, but you really,
It's because at the beginning I would throw up a
you
lot.
lost a lot.
I wouldn't, I wouldn't take food at
Are
all.
you laughing? Oh my gosh, that's not funny.
I wouldn't take food at all,
She
so.
got fat. She got fat.
No, that's not me.
That's all baby.
That's
you
baby.
That's
That's
Yes. All right. Well, let's listen to baby's heart rate.
Okay.
Well, actually, before we do that, let's talk about this concept.
Okay.
I'm sorry. So,
right.
explaining that you're going to have a baby. Having a baby is associated with pain. There's
Right.
a risk of bleeding, risk of infection, risk of injury to mom or baby, and this is just across the board. We don't anticipate any of those things happening, but it will be painful. So
Okay.
just make sure you have a plan for pain. If you do have bleeding, that's a lot and requires a blood transfusion. We want to know that you would accept blood if necessary in a life or death emergency. The blood is screened very well, but there is a risk of infection, transfusion reaction. Again,
The
we
blood
don't-
will be somebody else's blood, or
it would be someone else's. So
Oh.
even if you have the same blood type, it wouldn't be oh, let me just borrow yours. It would come from the blood bank.
Okay.
Again, this is not, we have to mention all of these things. That will not be your story. You're going to not need blood transfusion.
Right, I'm not gonna
Okay, but we just want to make sure, because there are some people that their religion forbids them from receiving blood transfusion, and we have to do some special preparations, because for those people, even if it were life or death, they would refuse blood.
Okay.
If that's not your story, then that's okay. We just have you sign this consent.
Okay.
And this is where the have-not is. So the autologous transfusion would mean if you were somehow giving your own blood and storing it like in a little refrigerator and giving it back to yourself. We do not do that with pregnant women. Okay.
Okay.
And prior arrangements would be like if a relative had the same blood type, this just comes from the same blood bank.
Okay.
So if you do accept, I need you to circle the do and the do once you've read it, and then initial everything here.
Okay.
Once you've read the risk of having a baby,
Yeah.
I need you to initial everything here. The sterilization, you can go ahead and lift up your blouse a little bit. You can lower your waistband a bit. I'm just going to press here on the pubic bone a little bit further right there. Let's see how our little baby is growing. Pretty well, pretty close.
I was measuring all wrong. I was measuring all wrong.
Were you trying to do the measurements?
Yes, I thought I went all the way around.
Is that what you were trying to do? You want to listen to the baby's heart rate?
Yeah.
You know how to find the baby's heart rate? So usually it's kind of on the lower part of her belly, and we sort of feel, you're trying to get a sense of where the baby is. There you go. And we just kind of move it around. You have to figure out which side, because sometimes the baby's on this side. Let's see how the baby on this side. Let's bring a lot of the gel
Where you at, son?
I think we heard better on this side.
Right. I think so too.
And then once we find, we heard better here. Sometimes they're in the middle.
Oh,
And sometimes they're hiding.
He's
He's
hiding.
hiding.
Yeah, he's hiding right now.
because before we used to hear him quick.
This baby is very, you can feel a lot of movement.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Hello.
So if you start to feel a little bit of pressure here, it's because the head is already in position there, okay?
Which is good, right?
It is good, it is good. And usually when the baby's head is down and in position and ready, that's likely that the baby has
Rena, that's Malia.